Troy, Alabama. A lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee, but the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Miami Redhawks offense will have first crack at this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Redhawks can really attack on this second and short. Using his legs, it's Tracy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Redhawks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Makes the catch. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
And the Redhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They'll move the tight end. Rides the back on the option, the give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Hawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw, it's Finn. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Troy's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Oh man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got to get it.
They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Higgins. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Crowder. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Troy!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Makes the catch, it's Tracy.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Redhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Finds a tight end down the gut. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tracy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, And you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now, the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Fires to the big fella. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
The Redhawks will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that right receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. It's Connor. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Smart move to get down with the slide.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And this is why it's so important, David, to get the run game going, because it sets up play action and gives them an opportunity to take these types of shots down the field.
And it's just so hard because as a defensive lineman, when you give the play action, I'm thinking run, I'm playing run, slows that pass rush down just enough and sucks those.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Redhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Finn. Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Second down coming up.
Old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Red Hawks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Gonna run it. It's Tracy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside to hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finding open areas. There he goes. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Miami. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Touchdown, Miami. Number 1.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So an 82-yard drive there, and it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score.
Number 38, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Makes the grab. It's Lovett. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Close to the marker, it's Bryant. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Higgins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
To the air. It's Crowder. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Bryant.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Hand off from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Schwartz. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Troy.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. He's got him. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
He wants it all. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. They'll run it.
You talk about risk-reward. You want to be aggressive and just go for the win now late. Instead of tying it up, they come up short. And if they don't get the onside kick, this thing's over, and they're leaving here with an out.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.